Unwind and delight in Jill McDowell's reveal of block prints. It's the December 2020 Stencil Club set Jill designed exclusively for members.
Hi everyone, it's Jill McDowell here, and I am just so excited to be able to welcome you into my home here in Southern New England for the December 2020 Stencil Club release. I have been planning this day for a really long time, and I just can't wait to show you the stencils that I designed exclusively for you, my fellow Stencil Club members. And I have to tell you, I am just smitten with all three designs. My head is just exploding with ideas. We're calling the stencil set block prints, which is an homage to some vintage Japanese block print books that were the source of my inspiration. Now, I collect these books. I may have a problem. We're not saying that I do, but we may. But anyway, let me show you. So, okay, yes, maybe I do have a problem with my collection. These are just 4 of the books that I have in my vintage Japanese block print collection. Just kind of love them, and I love to take inspiration from them. These are all books from about 1850 to maybe 1910. The covers are embossed. The papers are just lovely. It's got the Japanese stab binding. What is not to love about them? Honestly, each one represents a different topic. This has all kinds of architecture and household goods in them. There's lanterns. Section right here is actually where I did get a lot of my inspiration for these stencils in the shapes of the garden, of these garden gates. This one here is all on pattern and design. Just gorgeous places to go for inspiration. This one here, again, really embossed cover, is all on their house plans. I mean, that is some gates, newel posts, house plans. Just really, really cool. This is the 6x6. It was inspired by some of the shapes that I saw in my vintage books. And I found out that I really like using these stencils as borders. So I tried to do a little border on each one of these just so that you could see what, let's see if I can't zoom in here, what the stencil can do. I can't tell you how excited I am to share the 9x12 with you. It really, it makes me happy. This was inspired by one of the block print designs for a garden gate. Actually, it's a couple of them combined. Little shapes here, little shapes there. There's just so much you can do with this stencil. There are patterns within patterns in this stencil. If you look, you know, you can isolate so many areas. You could isolate just that and have that as a stripe. You could isolate just that. That actually makes a really pretty border on a journal page. You can go that way, and or you could even go that way. There's just so many things that you can do with the stencil, and I am really excited to share with you, and I hope that you're excited about it too. And then this third stencil is actually one of my favorites, believe it or not. This again is a repeating design. It was a stencil that came from one of the garden gates, and I've had a lot of fun trying to find patterns within patterns in this stencil. And let me show you what I mean. One of the first things I did to really get to know this stencil was I took the stencil and I stenciled it all onto plain note cards. Just a plain note card like this, really cheap. And I did about 30 of them. And I just sat with them in front of the TV and I just doodled on them and tried to find patterns within patterns. And what happened is I came up with this pattern book. And again, this book is patterned after my Japanese block print books. I put the stab binding on it, and I just bound all the patterns that I had thought of as I sat there just mindlessly doodling every night. So it's amazing the patterns that you can find within patterns. There's a little bit of knot work, basket weave. Let's see, what are some of the other ones that I really like? I mean, that's a simple one, but very easy to do. But in a border on a page in your journal would be really interesting. That one's kind of fun. Oh, and this one's really fun. I did, eyes. Made eyes out of them. So I will be using this whenever I need inspiration and I want to know what find something that I can put a pattern onto. Some little leaves. Just a fun thing to do. So that brings us to the project for this month. I thought I'd do something just a little different with you. I think all of us have been more than just a little stressed this year, and who would have ever thought that 2020 would bring us a pandemic? And I feel like this holiday season will be like no other we've ever gone through before. I know that many of us will not be able to celebrate with our family and friends, and I'll probably be given a lot of gift cards this year because they're easy to send. And I'm thinking maybe you guys, some of you may be doing this too. On the one hand, gift cards is a great way to support our local shops and our community. Let's face it, they really need our support now more than ever. And it's not too late to order a StencilGirl gift card. Just a thought. But on the other hand, gift cards can feel just a little impersonal. So for this month's project, I'm going to show you how to fold an origami gift card. I know what you're thinking, origami, believe me, it's not hard. I will make it easy. And we're going to make it out of plain old regular 8.5 and 11 copy paper. And then we're going to stencil it, and we're going to spiff it up a little, and we're going to make it so that whoever receives it knows how much love you put into it for them. So that's it for now. I will be back on the 15th when we will be making, it may look like this, it may not. We'll see, but gift card holder. So I will see you on the 15th. Get ready. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. Remember, StencilClub stencil sets ship on the 15th of the month, and members will be able to access the designer's exclusive project video and PDF. Need stencils? Just click the link below. Happy stenciling!